neighborhood problem solver, a person in their community they know will treat them right. I am no different. I run a small business in southwestern Pennsylvania too, and I'm perfectly positioned to understand your needs and help you protect your small business. Talk with me, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, for small business insurance today. You can call me at 724-592-6308.
If you or a loved one is recovering from a stroke, serious injury, accident, or debilitating condition, there is help close to home. Mount Macrina Outpatient Therapy Services now offers physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy as an outpatient service. The experienced therapists at Mount Macrina provide one-on-one care in their outpatient department with convenient hours, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. For more information, please call 724-430-1108. Mount Macrina Outpatient Therapy Services, 520 West Main Street in Uniontown.
Lady Luck Casino Nemacolin, located at the beautiful Nemacolin Woodland Resort, invites you to experience all the action with no access fee required. That's right, the access fee to enter Lady Luck Casino has now been removed. Take advantage of our valet service and play all your favorite games, including 600 of the newest, hottest slots and 27 exciting table games. Want to learn how to play? Learn blackjack, craps, or roulette with a live gaming tutorial and be a part of the fun. Why not host your own group or office party at Lady Luck Casino? Lady Luck Casino offers a shuttle bus for group parties with free slot play or match play always available to every group. After all that winning, enjoy delicious casual dining at Otis and Henry's Bar and Grill, plus food and drink at the Lone Wolf. For more information, call Steve Suprick at 724-329-7287 or visit their website at www.ladyluck.com to schedule your fun. It's all here. Play more, be happy at Lady Luck Casino Nemacolin. Must be 21 years or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There's a lot to celebrate at the Hyundai President's Day sales event.
Hear, hear, Hyundai. It's an honor for the presidents of these United States to be celebrated.
As of January 2020, it's an honor for Hyundai to receive more 2019 IIHS Top Safety Awards than Honda, Subaru, or Toyota when equipped with optional front crash prevention and specific headlights.
Indeed.
Hyundai is also celebrating monumental deals across the entire lineup.
Huge savings. That's right on the money, just like us presidents.
Hurry in before the Hyundai President's Day sales event is history.
And without our history, there would be no three-day weekend.
Exactly. You're welcome, America.
Now for a limited time, get an Elantra for $129 a month or get 0% APR for 72 months. Hurry, offers end March 2nd. Visit buyhyundai.com to find the dealer nearest you. For more details on IIHS Top Safety Awards, visit www.iihs.org. Call 661-615-2112 for complete offer details.
In every field, there is one outstanding value to which all others are compared. In memorials, the one is Marshall's Monuments. Visit Marshall's Monuments to see their superior memorials. Their years of experience make them the company best qualified to help you select the monument most suited to your needs. That's Marshall's Monuments, in business for 151 years, located across from the Uniontown Post Office.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove, and you're listening to the Sports Line with George Von Benko on your local station, 590 AM WMBS.
And that wraps up this edition of the Sports Line, brought to you by Lady Luck Casino Nemacolin, located at Nemacolin Woodlands Resort. Take advantage of the new valet service and enter the casino with no access fee and experience 600 slots, 29 table games, and delicious dining. Lady Luck Casino Nemacolin, it's all there. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. George Von Benko bidding you and yours a pleasant good afternoon. Uniontown High School basketball is up next here on WMBS.
It's time for another C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night coverage of high school basketball here on 590 AM and 101.1 FM WMBS and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Being brought to you tonight by the Sproul's Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, Jimmy John's Uniontown, the Centers for Rehab Services and Physical Therapist Jim Burns, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Uniontown Hospital, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, Pigeons Pharmacy, Allstate Insurance Agent Russ Vallejo, the Radcliffe Law Firm, NovaCare Rehabilitation, Potter's Bar and Grill in Morgantown Street in Uniontown, the C. Harper Auto Group, the Rittenhouse Insurance Agency, Cherokee Recycling, Joby's Golf, Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox, Perkins Painting and Contracting, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, Perry Drug, Attorney Melinda Delarose, Dr. David Furlong, the Big Barn Country Store, Fouch Collision Repair, the Perryopolis Flea Market and Auto Auction, Pat's Bridal Boutique in Connellsville, Armstrong, Geibel Catholic High School, District Attorneys Nathan Henning and Jennifer Jeffries, Napa Auto Parts, the Mariscotti Insurance Agency, Hollowwood Heating, Jackson Farms Dairy Store, Attorney Lisa J. Boudet, Tri-County Heating, Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialists, SWGI, and by Baker Chiropractic and Wellness Center. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on 590 AM and 101.1 FM WMBS and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
From Canon McMillan High School, it's time for boys high school basketball action here on 590 on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Today, the Uniontown Red Raiders, the number 4 seed, take on the 5th-seeded Blackhawk Cougars in a quarterfinal round game. The winner will advance to the semifinals coming up on Wednesday. Brian Morozak along with Steve Supercar pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And Steve, Uniontown coming on for their second straight undefeated section season, earning a first-round bye, the number 4 seed in this playoff field. The Red Raiders looked impressive in the regular season finale over Laurel Highlands. They have not played since February the 10th.
Yeah, they sure have. They looked really good against Laurel Highlands team that has gone through the playoffs pretty good so far as well. And the Red Raiders, they've had a little bit of a layoff, but I wouldn't expect, that should affect them too much. They're playing against a Blackhawk team that is just 12-10, and on paper, looks like the Red Raiders should have an easy time of it, but, they don't play these games on paper. The Red Raiders should be in good shape today, but they still got to come out and play their game.
After a sloppy start, Blackhawk pulled away in their first-round playoff game, downing Elizabeth Forward 72-49 this past Wednesday. And, of course, for Uniontown with 5 senior starters, the Red Raiders looking for a deep playoff run. And for this group here, Steve, they certainly want to get some results here in the postseason out of their long high school career. Yeah, well,
they, it's a lot of pressure right now on the kids. This is it. They lose, they go home, and they win, they keep going on. But and they win also. That gets them a state playoff game as well. Sure. So it's a really biggest game of the year for the Red Raider kids, and it's just kind of a weird. It's a shame to have to play. It's a great facility here, but they're playing at noon. Nobody really here yet, and it's kind of a weird vibe in the gym. It's really feels like a scrimmage game. I know there's still 20 minutes before the tip-off, and people are probably filing in now, but just not a real big crowd here as of yet. But hopefully some people will come out. I'm sure it's going to fill up. Of course, Blackhawk, they were section co-champs with Quaker Valley, who is seated 3rd in this playoff field. And as you said, Steve, the Cougars went just 3-8 non-conference games and really played a tough non-conference schedule. And I think from the schedule they played this year, they're certainly ready for this playoff game here today. Well, they play good tough teams, and they get themselves ready. They win their section, of course, or they get, they have a great section record at 9-3, so they are tested. And, they're not going to be intimidated for sure by the Red Raiders. The last time these two teams met in the playoffs was here at Cannon Mac in 2013. That was a 66-61 Uniontown win, and at the time, current Connellsville coach Andy Hedrick was the head coach of the Blackhawk Cougars. Should be a lot of fun today when our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues. We'll talk to Uniontown head coach Rob Kesmarski here on WMBS and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
How much money do you think you'll spend during your lifetime? Think about it. There's food and clothing, mortgage or rent, the fortune you'll spend on the kids. There's eating out, going to the movies. Don't forget the popcorn. There are things you want to buy and things you have to buy. Things for the house and, of course, taxes. In the end, it all adds up to a lot of money. Now, with all of that, Donegal Insurance Group asks, why would you spend more than you have to on auto insurance? You see, Donegal's rates routinely beat the national companies, those fast-talking 1-800 insurance guys and the internet companies. So wouldn't you rather spend more of your money on you instead of car insurance? After all, life's expensive enough. Donegal, there when it matters most.
To see how you can save money on your auto and homeowners insurance, call the Sprouse Insurance Group at 724-437-9812. As an independent insurance agency, the Sprouse Insurance Group will help you get the best possible coverage to fit your insurance needs. The Sprouse Insurance Group, serving Uniontown for over 50 years.
How far would you go to find some of the most advanced physical, occupational, and speech therapy? You won't have to go far when you choose UPMC Centers for Rehab Services in Uniontown on Wayland Smith Drive. Jim Burns, a lifelong Fayette County resident, and his staff have been serving Uniontown and the surrounding communities for over 20 years, providing physical, occupational, speech, hand, balance, and neurological rehabilitation. You can schedule an appointment by direct access or with a physician referral by calling UPMC Centers for Rehab Services Uniontown at 724-437-7500.
With all the recent changes in both healthcare and healthcare providers, you can trust Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialists and Doctors Ruthart, Calabrese, Stokes, and Hoppy, and Southwestern Endoscopy Center, celebrating 30 years serving the people of Southwestern Pennsylvania with the experience, compassion, and exceptional care you deserve. For an appointment, call 724-437-7677. SWGI and Southwestern Endoscopy Center, the area's only freestanding endoscopy facility in the Cherry Tree Medical Plaza, Uniontown.
The new year has begun, and soon it'll be spring. Time to think about painting and redecorating. If you're looking for a professional painter or contracting service, call Perkins Painting and Contracting. With years of proven success in the tri-state area, Perkins Painting and Contracting is local and your solution for all your painting and contracting needs. Call 724-322-1285. 724-322-1285. Perkins Painting and Contracting, proud to sponsor the Red Raider Player of the Week.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Jimmy John's is your go-to spot in Uniontown for fast, fresh, tasty subs. Visit Jimmy John's at 152 Walnut Hill Road today or online at jimmyjohns.com. What's become of the neighborhood pharmacy? This kind of pharmacy is still in the neighborhood. It's Peachin Pharmacy, located inside Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. It's a pharmacy that gets to know you. It's a pharmacy that provides you with prescriptions at the lowest price available. It's a pharmacy that accepts your insurance. It's a pharmacy that has free delivery. So what's become of the neighborhood pharmacy? Your pharmacy is in the neighborhood at Peachin Pharmacy.
Brian Morozek back on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys high school basketball playoff action on WMBS today. The Uniontown Red Raiders taking on the Blackhawk Cougars in a 4A quarterfinal round game at Ken McMillan High School. Being joined now by Uniontown head basketball coach Rob Kizmarski. And Rob, you enter the playoffs as the number 4 seed. Great regular season, 20-2 overall. For the second straight year, you went through your conference undefeated at 10-0, and you're coming into the playoffs off maybe your best performance of the year, a 65-45 win over Laurel Highlands in your last game back on February the 10th.
Yes, the one thing we, coming off the Laurel Highlands game, the kids played with so emotion. I mean, that was to end your high school career on your rival's court, and they played out well against a really good team. Our kids felt really good about it. We were happy for them, and then we found out what our seed would be. We're the 4th seed in the playoffs. We scrimmaged Hempfield and Franklin Regional, 2 really good teams. And then this week we scrimmaged Thomas Jefferson. But the kids have spent hours and hours preparing for Blackhawk. I mean, we watched probably about 10 or 12 of their games on film. And then we were able to watch it in person. And whenever the coaches and the scouts are sitting in the stands and your players walk in an hour and 20 minutes away to watch it in person, just shows you what kind of kids you have. And like I always talk about this group, and they're just so dedicated, and we couldn't be prouder of what they've accomplished. And now we're ready to go. These kids are excited. This has been one of their goals. I mean, we're trying to win 2 games to play at the Pete, and no better kids deserve it than our kids.
The last time you had a long layoff after your Florida trip, you certainly played well against Belle Vernon, winning 81-54 right after Christmas.
Yes, you need to. I don't think people realize how long the season it is. and how much basketball our kids are playing. When our kids have rest, they've been very successful. And most teams are off a lot, too. I mean, Bell Vernon, Blackhawk did get to play, so they really played just 2 days. They played 2 days ago, so they had a nice layoff, too. So this layoff's not going to affect us, and our kids have worked so hard. I mean, yesterday's probably one of the most intense practices we've had since I've been coaching. And our kids are just ready to go. And we're playing a section champ winner that everybody in the WPIAL, they always talk how good that section is. But our kids are very, very confident, and it's a game we feel we can win and advance.
You saw Blackhawks win over Elizabeth Ford. They got off to a little bit of a slow start, but they really poured it on, and they were especially successful from outside the arc.
Yes, they shoot the basketball. They have 5 players. Their forwards are really more like guards than they are forwards. They all shoot the basketball. They had 11 three-pointers. Now, in a lot of their games we watched, they didn't shoot as well as they did against Elizabeth Ford, but we have to do a good job defending the three. That is something that they do a great job. They have 5 players that can score. All 5 players will handle the basketball. 45 is our center, but he'll bring the ball up. So that's one thing we've been working on to prepare for. And they really push the ball up the side. They play multiple defenses, so we're preparing. I'm sure they'll be prepared for us. And it's who's going to play better at 12 o'clock tomorrow, and we have so much confidence in our players.
Robert, appreciate your time as always. Best of luck against Blackhawk. We'll see you out at Canon Mac.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
That's Uniontown head basketball coach Robert Kosmarski. Stay tuned. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues. We'll talk to Blackhawk head coach Brooks Rohrback here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
If you're shooting for a new home for your growing family or an open floor plan is scoring points with you, then completing a mortgage pre-qualification or applying for a mortgage loan in person or online at firstfederalofgreen.com is a slam dunk. You can count on First Federal for an assist. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, voted one of the best mortgage lenders and given a 5-star bank award by Bauer Financial. NMLS 458729, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Ensuring excellence since 1949. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency offers both business and personal insurance to over 4,000 clients in the area. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency continually reviews each client's insurance portfolio to assure they're receiving the most comprehensive coverage at the best rate going. It's no wonder why their clients keep their insurance with them for decades. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency, Incorporated, 48 West Fayette Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-438-1700.
Magisterial District Judges Nathan Henning and Jennifer Jeffries extend their best wishes to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all of our local teams in the WPIAL playoffs. District Judges Jennifer Jeffries and Nathan Henning recognize that a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Mustangs from District Judges Nathan Henning and Jennifer Jeffries.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating does residential and commercial indoor and outdoor plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, paving, concrete, and excavation site work. Call 724-245-2950 Monday through Friday for your quote. Building a new home? Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. They do maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Lee's Plumbing and Excavating would like to thank their customers for trusting them for the past 30 years. 724-245-2950 for Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Are you suffering from aches and pains? Everyday pain shouldn't be your normal. Recover from pain or an injury through the power of physical therapy at NovaCare Rehabilitation. As a proud supporter of the Uniontown Red Raiders and Albert Gallatin Colonial, NovaCare's renowned team and clinical expertise provides the best individualized care and customer service. With a location in Uniontown that now offers aquatic therapy at the Uniontown YMCA. Call 724-437-0556 today to schedule a complimentary consultation. The Red Raiders and Colonials choose NovaCare. So can you.
C. Harper Chevy.
Going on now, drive away in a 2020 Chevy Trax for only $99 a month at C. Harper Chevy.
The best price every time, all the time. It's just that easy.
Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease to GMS for well-qualified individuals. 24 months and 10,000 miles per year with $2,999 cash trade. Must have lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. While supplies last. Sale ends March 2nd, 2020. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000 or visit charperchevy.com.
Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox would like to wish Uniontown head basketball coach Rob Kazmarski and the Uniontown Red Raiders the best of luck during the 2019-2020 basketball season and in all their future endeavors. As the Uniontown City Police Chief, Jason Cox is happy to see the Uniontown student athletes working hard on and off the court. Go Red Raiders from Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is also buying deer hides. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday from 9 till 5 and Saturdays 8 till noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus, Rags, or Tater a call at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling. Recycling makes the most sense.
Brian Morozak back on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show with Blackhawk head coach Brooks Rohrback. Blackhawk taking on Uniontown in a boys 4A quarterfinal round game at Canon Mac this morning. And Coach, first off, your Blackhawk Cougars played a very tough schedule this year, 12-10 overall, went 9-3 in conference play, ended up being section co-champs. I'd have to think you're pretty happy with the way the season's gone this year, coming off of that playoff win, 72-49 over Elizabeth Forward on Wednesday.
Yeah, we had a tough conference, tough non-conference schedule, we think, helped prepare us for the brutal section play that we had. Our kids battled through starting off kind of rough. I had Lincoln Park, Beaver Falls, Alice-Flippa pretty early. I had some guys coming off the football season. So it took us a while to start playing well. Did really well, focusing on those games in the section. Really prepared us for the playoffs, and we played really well. We got off to a bad start against Elizabeth Forward. But second quarter, we really took off and playing pretty good basketball right now.
It certainly hit some big shots. I think you guys hit, 10 or 11 threes on Wednesday night as well. And after you got out of that early hole, really went on a run to blow that game wide open.
Yeah, they did a great job taking away our inside game, and we're fortunate to have guys that can shoot it also. So I think that's something that makes us challenging to guard at times, is we have both inside and outside threats. So we're lucky the shots were falling.
Let's talk about the matchup with Uniontown. They were 20-2 on the season. Both of their losses actually came in overtime, the number 4 seed. I would think it should be a pretty competitive game.
Absolutely. We have a lot of respect for Uniontown, the tradition, the history. We know it all. So I was trying to tell my players about that in our last practice. We have a lot of respect for DeShields. His brother can shoot it. Richardson, Robinson, Melvin. They can play. They can play ball. They have a lot of threats, very athletic. I think they do a great job.
How do you think you match up?
Again, we have different options. I think they're a tough matchup to guard. Obviously we have to stop the Shields, but it's not only him. They have other guys that put the ball in the hoop, other guys that can score, averaging a lot of points per game. So honestly, we're just trying to slow them down, not stop them.
I think both Blackhawk and Uniontown have had great basketball histories and programs over the years, and it's nice to see these two historic programs getting together again in the postseason for this quarterfinal round playoff game.
Yeah, obviously the game is huge. You have two historic programs as far as tradition goes. We expect a large crowd, and we had some things kind of happen behind the scenes recently. We lost a former assistant coach and one of our assistant coach's sons. So my kids are kind of playing inspired, trying to play for him. So we're just excited that we're here. We're trying to move forward just like Uniontown is.
Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck against the Red Raiders. We'll see you out there on Saturday.
I appreciate it.
That's Blackhawk head coach Brooks Rohrback. Blackhawk taking on Uniontown. Boys 4A quarterfinal round action at Canon Mac today. Stay tuned. We're back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off right after this here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
I'm attorney Bill Martin of Radcliffe Law. If you're injured in an accident and can't agree with the insurance company on a settlement, you may have to go to trial. You'll need an attorney that's familiar with the process. As a former assistant district attorney, I'm comfortable in a courtroom and have trial experience that not all attorneys do. Call me today to set up your free consultation at 724-439-3939. We're easily accessible in Uniontown and offer Saturday appointments. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
When it comes to protecting all your stuff, wouldn't it be great to have one place that protects it all? Here's some good news. Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Flaho is the only insurance agent you need to help keep tabs on protection for all your stuff. Everything from your home, car, and boat to your motorcycle, snowmobile, and ATV. Stop by Allstate agent Russ Flaho's office today on Lebanon Avenue. Are you in good hands? subject to terms, conditions, availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, your oil checked and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area for over 45 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, a fenced-in storage lot, state inspection, golf products, and is a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Joby's Golf, 724-438-0681.
Hi, Dr. Baker here from Baker Chiropractic. Wintertime is here again, and bad weather increases the chances of being in a car accident. Research has shown that speeds as low as 15 miles an hour can cause significant bodily injury. My staff and I at Baker Chiropractic have been caring for whiplash patients for over 20 years in the professional plazas on Easy Street across from Uniontown Hospital. If you're involved in an accident, don't wait. Call Baker Chiropractic at 437-3288, and we will evaluate your injuries and provide proper care that you need. That's Baker Chiropractic at 437-3288.
Minutes away from tip-off here at Canon McMillan High School. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. They're being brought to you by Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialists in Uniontown. Problems with the digestive tract or no pitnic, get help today. Call SWGI in Uniontown at 724-437-7677. Here's Steve.
Okay, for Blackhawk starting tonight, at guard, a 5'10 senior, 8 points a game, number 2, Marco Borello. At guard, or forward, a 6'1 junior, 4.6 a game, Ryan McClymans. At guard, forward, a 6'3 sophomore, 12 points a game, number 15, Carson.
Actually, it's going to be Ryan Heckathorn, Steve, 22, not Carson, 15 starting.
Okay, that's right, Ryan Heckathorn, yes, 15.9 a game. He's a 6'3 senior. And at forward, a 6'2 junior, 11.5 points a game, number 23, Tyler Fedison. And at forward, a 6'3 senior, 11.1 a game, number 45, James Darno. For the Uniontown Red Raiders, coming in at 20-2 overall, 10-0 in section play. Starting tonight at forward, a 6'3 senior, 5.9 a game, number 5, Bryant Grady. At guard, a 6'1 junior, 15 points a game, number 10, Jameer Richardson. At guard, a 5'10 senior, 8.3 a game, number 12, Ray Bubba Robinson. At guard, a 6' senior, 18 points a game, number 22, Billy DeShields. And at forward, a 6'4 senior, 12.9 a game, number 23, Isaiah Melvin.
Just about set for tip-off here tonight, the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Blackhawk Cougars boys. For a quarterfinal round action, the winner will take on either top-seeded Highlands or the number 9 seed Ringgold in the semifinals coming up on Wednesday. Those two teams playing at North Hills High School at 12 o'clock today. The other two quarterfinal round games, Knock taking on Newcastle at North Allegheny. That game tipping off at 1:30, and Quaker Valley playing Penn Hills at 2:30 tip over at Plum today. This game, the broadcast rights to this game, are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL, WMBS, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the listening audience, and any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIAL, WMBS, and Trib Total Media is strictly prohibited. That legal disclaimer brought to you by Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. Opening tip on the way next year on WMBS and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Only $99 a month at C. Harper Chevy.
The best price every time, all the time. It's just that easy.
Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease to GMF for well-qualified individuals. 24 months and 10,000 miles per year with $2,999 cash trade. Must have lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. While supplies last. Sale ends March 2nd, 2020. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000 or visit charperchevy.com.
At Uniontown Hospital, we have recently expanded our radiology services to include multiple types of interventional radiology. With the use of high-resolution digital imaging, we can now offer area residents a faster, less invasive alternative to traditional surgery for many procedures, including biopsies, infusiports, aspirations, epidural steroid injections, joint injections, and many more. This new line of services offers our patients the chance to have significantly reduced recovery time and often results in less pain and trauma. And with a reduced cost compared to traditional surgeries, interventional radiology helps our patients afford the care they need. So if you need a surgical procedure, consider your community hospital, where we are always friends, neighbors, and family, caring for friends, neighbors, and family. Uniontown Hospital, making a healthy difference in the lives we touch.
Ensuring excellence since 1949. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency offers both business and personal insurance to over 4,000 clients in the area. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency continually reviews each client's insurance portfolio to assure they're receiving the most comprehensive coverage at the best rate going. It's no wonder why their clients keep their insurance with them for decades. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency, Incorporated, 48 West Fayette Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-438-1700.
Plumbing and Excavating does residential and commercial indoor and outdoor plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, paving, concrete, and excavation site work. Call 724-245-2950 Monday through Friday for your quote. Building a new home? Lease does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. They do maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Lee's Plumbing and Excavating would like to thank their customers for trusting them for the past 30 years. 724-245-2950 for Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is also buying deer hides. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday from 9 till 5 and Saturdays 8 till noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus, Rags, or Tater a call at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling. Recycling makes the most sense.
Good times, great food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated, Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. Monday is wing night. Get $2 off per dozen, 5 p.m. to close. Enjoy $2 domestic drafts Monday through Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. and $9 domestic buckets all day Thursday. Make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call 724-438-9835 or visit Potter's on Facebook. See you at Potter's.
45, James Darno.
Brian Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at Canon Mac, just about set to go. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Blackhawk Cougars 4 versus 5 here in the boys 4A quarterfinal round. Steve, we mentioned last night, Laurel Highlands made the WPIAL semifinals for the first time in 48 years, while Uniontown, they've been to the semifinals only once in Rob Kesmarski's previous 17 years here at Uniontown. That was back in 2014, and they're hoping for a second trip here this year.
Yep. Yeah, they should, like I said, on paper, looks, like Blackhawk, just 12 and 10, and the Red Raiders should be a pretty big favorite here, but you just never know. The pressure now, it's a decent crowd now as well, Brian, so there's a little bit more atmosphere in here. The Blackhawk side about 75% full. The Uniontown side looks to be fairly full over here below us, so should be a lot of fun. It should be a lot of excitement here. And, just anxious. I'm sure the kids are anxious to get this thing going.
Blackhawk had made the playoffs for 31 straight years before missing out in 2015 and actually went 4 straight years not qualifying for the postseason before getting back in last year and losing in the quarterfinal round to Ambridge. And certainly rich basketball history is Uniontown and Blackhawk over the years. Of course, one of Blackhawk's most famous alumni, Sean Miller, ended up starring at Pitt. And, of course, current collegiate basketball coach James Darno to jump here for Blackhawk. They're in their away greens. Gold numbers, Uniontown, the home whites, maroon numbers. Refs here tonight, Tom Trilly, Craig Spizak, and Mike Gaffney.
Familiar crew to the Uniontown
for sure.
Kids.
Ball in the air, opening tap. Battled for and finally controlled there by Uniontown's Bryant Grady. Took a while.
Bigger floor here, so we'll see how the Red Raiders press, if it's effective or not, if they choose to do that.
Jameer Richardson now working here between the circles. Watched there by Borello. Switches with Bubba Robinson. Far side, Billy DeShields. Billy, Uniontown's 5th all-time leading scorer in school history. Directs traffic up top. Works off to his left. Comes between defenders. Bounce pass inside Richardson. Got blocked going up there by Tyler Fedison. Here's Blackhawk in transition. Fedison gets it back. Floater in the lane, no good. Battle for the rebound. DeShields controls after a little tap there from Grady.
Looks like Blackhawk's going with a 3-2 matchup zone. They're kind of matching up. Oh, there's a short shot by Melvin.
Yeah, tried the 3 in the corner and breaking back across Ryan Heckathorn for Blackhawk. A little turn and shoot, and Heckathorn shot spins in out in front. So Heckathorn, the 6'3 senior, came in averaging close to 16 points a game. Gets the first 2 of the night here for the Blackhawk Cougars. Jameer Richardson back to Billy DeShields between the circles of the foul line. Grady posting up. Uniontown's been effective. And now pulling it back there at the elbow. Richardson connects. Jameer Richardson knots the game up at 2. And when Uniontown's posted either Grady or Melvin up in that elbow position, Steve, they've had success.
That was some soft defense there by Blackhawk. They let just Grady kind of filter inside the three-point arc and just take a nice little 15-footer.
Borello switches up top with Tyler Fedison. Fedison hit 6 threes on Wednesday in Blackhawks' first-round playoff win over Elizabeth Forward, and he's connected upon 46 for the season, so we'll have our eyes on him throughout the course of the day. But Darno working here on the near block, and a travel called on James Darno, the 6'3 senior forward.
Just backing in. I thought they might call a charge or possibly a foul on Grady, but no, they get the walk call, so that's a nice break for the Red Raiders.
And Robinson will bring it across off here on the near wing to Jameer Richardson. Back to Billy again between the circles. Borello out to watch. Billy on the drive, puts it up and gets it to go. Soft roll off the front of the rim and in for Billy DeShields. 4-2 Uniontown, 2 minutes in. That's what you like to see, Steve, out of the Red Raiders.
Yes.
Borello back across, holds in front of the Uniontown bench, dumps down to Darno. Trying to work here on Grady. Lost the dribble, resets to Borello again up top. Jumper from the foul line, a little force, but it drops for Marco Borello. Kind of a line drive shot there, Steve, but it fell in to tie the game up at 4. 5:34 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Jameer again up top, watched by Borello. A little ball fake. Again from the elbow, hands off here to Melvin. Pulls back out to Billy DeShields here on the reset for the Red Raiders. Again watched by Borello, trying to come free off a screen as Billy. Now he's going to take the 3 up top, too strong at the back iron. Big rebound there. Melvin fights back inside. They're going to wave it off. Looks like a foul here on the floor against Blackhawk.
It's going to be a foul on number 45.
Darno.
And that saved a
And right off the inbounds
basket.
pass, Richardson a miss out in front. Uniontown tried to go quickly, and here's Heckathorn breaking back across. Heckathorn trying to go coast to coast. He got swatted by Melvin. Ball ruled out of bounds off of Uniontown going out. Will stay with the Cougars here in the Red Raiders zone. 5:06 left here in the opening quarter. Uniontown and Blackhawk tied at 4. Red Raiders came in 20-2 overall. Blackhawk 12-10. Blackhawk section co-champs with Quaker Valley. Uniontown hadn't lost a section game over the last 2 years. There's a 3 from the far wing from Ryan McClymans. McClymans, 16th made 3 of the season, puts Blackhawk up by 3 at 7-4. 4:52 left here in the opening quarter. DeShields up top, works right to the lane, a little contact, ball goes out of bounds, ruled off of Heckathorn going out. We'll stay with Uniontown here in the Blackhawk zone. And Blackhawk, Steve, knocked down 11 threes against Elizabeth Forward on Wednesday. And you have to wonder, are they going to be able to stay hot here against Canon Mac against Uniontown this afternoon? Here's Billy holding high on the right, back between the circles to Jameer Richardson. Again, watched by Borello. Richardson, a little floater in the lane off the mark. And on the near side, the ball was thrown there by Darno off of Robinson, who's down on the play, as Darno breaks back across far wing. McClymans again spins it in, and there you go. 2 made threes from the Cougars here in the opening quarter, and they lead by 6 at 10-4. McClymans came in averaging less than 5 points a game, but hitting a couple of big shots, and Blackhawk up 6 just 4 minutes into the game. DeShields from the near elbow almost turned it over. Melvin going for the save, lost it. Here's McClymans back on it with numbers. Bounce pass forward. Borello drives and scores. Marco Borello, timeout Uniontown. 3:55 left here in the opening quarter. 12-4 Blackhawk over Uniontown. We're back at 60 here on the C.R. Piranha Group High School Sports Today.
Magisterial District Judges Nathan Henning and Jennifer Jeffries extend their best wishes to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all of our local teams in the WPIAL playoffs. District Judges Jennifer Jeffries and Nathan Henning recognize that a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Mustangs from District Judges Nathan Henning and Jennifer Jeffries.
Going on now, drive away in a 2020 Chevy Trax for only $99 a month at C. Harper Chevy.
The best price every time, all the time. It's just that easy.
Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease Lease is through GMS for well-qualified individuals. 24 months and 10,000 miles per year with $2,999 cash trade. Must have lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. While supplies last. Sale ends March 2nd, 2020. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000 or visit cheharperchevy.com.
Back here, Ken and Mac. Uniontown needing an answer here, Steve, with the basketball down 8 at 12 to 4. 3:42 left here in the opening quarter. In the corner to Shields for three. It's on the way, no good. Darno, another rebound for Blackhawk. Not a great start here for the Red Raiders, Steve.
Now they actually ran an offensive play that time, got the Shields open in the corner.
Driving back, Borello gets it to drop. Marco Borello now with 6. It's a 10-point lead for Blackhawk over Uniontown. We've only played about 5 minutes. 3:15 left here in the opening quarter. 14-4. Cougars over the Red Raiders. Here's Richardson on the far wing. Little ball fake. Bounces it off to Billy at the foul line. Hands off to Grady near block, and Grady floats it up and in. Bryant Grady, his first 2 of the game.
They might need to bring in Keandre DeShields a little bit to get a little spark offensively. And I see him getting ready to check in at the scores table.
He's done a nice job doing that throughout the course of the year. Nice block there on the inside. Both Robinson and Grady, they're on Borello's. Keandre will check in. He's averaged over 8 points a game off the Uniontown bench, only a freshman. Billy's little brother. Borello to work it in. Bounces it into Darno. Touched there by Heckathor. Might have been kicked, but deflected off to Billy DeShields, trying to race back through defenders. Billy regains and floats it up and in. So a fortunate bounce there back to Billy. Got it to go. He has 4, and the Red Raiders fighting their way back into it, down 6 at 14-8. 2:30 left here in the opening quarter. Ryan Heckathorn far side, back between the circles to McClymonds, already hit a couple of threes. Now from the elbow, jumper from Borello, and he kind of has an unorthodox shot, but it drops again for Marco Borello, already at his season average 8 here in the opening quarter.
It's a double clutch jumper there. He kind of floated in the air, and Richardson came to try to block it, and he waited to let Richardson pass him by. Nice shot by Borello.
Richardson, a little spin, floater no good. Near side tracked down there by Melvin. Resets again to Billy. Edge of the zone, now works between the circles. Lost the dribble, needs help, gets it there from brother Keandre. Matched up there on Heckathorn, and Keandre is going to take the 3 from up top. Off the mark, Melvin, big rebound on the far block. Resets back up top, Billy, little ball fake. Works on the inside, now puts it up, and good for Billy DeShields. Billy with 6. Red Raiders back to within 6, down 16-10, with 1:36 left here in the opening quarter. Borello back across here for Blackhawk. Fronted there by Robinson. Again, Blackhawk got into an early hole against Elizabeth Forward, trailed after 1 quarter of play on Wednesday. Ended up winning the game by 20 points. In the corner, ball deflected out of play. Actually 72-49, 23-point win for Blackhawk over EF on Wednesday. I'll stay with the Cougars here in the Red Raiders zone.
The Red Raiders, Brian, offensively, they're kind of starting to gel a little bit, but defensively they have not really held Blackhawk down very well. Blackhawk scoring pretty easily.
Borello sent in the backcourt to Darno. His pass stolen there by Robinson, who got fouled on a little reach in there from Borello.
Well, Borello, if you're gonna call a smart foul once in a while, that saved a layup. Bubba Robinson was going in on a breakaway.
There's Robinson working right of the lane. Switches here with Jameer Richardson. Richardson lost the dribble back to Bubba. Comes far, baseline drives, floater on the way, no good. Melvin going back up, got fouled. So Isaiah will have 2 free throws upcoming.
Could be on Heckathorn. 22, let's see who they called on. They do.
His first team third. Uniontown's yet to get whistled for a foul in this game.
That's Leon Fedison, actually. Sorry about that.
So Tyler's first. And Tyler had the hot hand again against EF on Wednesday at 21 points, including 6 made threes. First of 2 free throws here from Melvin, good. First point of the day for Isaiah Melvin. Of course, you had the early start here as well, 12 noon starts.
Yeah, kind of strange. These kids aren't used to playing this time of day.
They did play 3 morning games, though, down in Florida. Went 2-1 down there, only loss in overtime to Penn Trafford. Melvin makes both free throws. So the Red Raiders trying to hang around here in the opening quarter, down to 50 seconds left. Uniontown down 4, blocked down low, but Darno got it back and put it up and in. James Darno, his first 2 of the game. Cougars back up 6 at 18-12. And Robinson back across here for Uniontown. Bubba working right of the lane. Takes a long two. It's on the way short. Melvin, another offensive rebound. Got fouled going up. That's going to be 2 on Borello.
Now they're going to call it on Darno.
Oh, you're right. Wow. I thought Borello got him. Nonetheless, it's 2 on Darno. And Melvin will shoot 2 free throws again. Melvin, 6'4" senior forward, came in averaging 13 points a game, 78% from the free throw line. Uniontown's best free throw shooter. 2 for 2 already here in the game. Make it 3 for 3. 18-13. Blackhawk leads by 5, 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Brian Morozak along with Steve Supert, Billy Dice behind the camera on our Triple Live High School Sports Network video feed. Nick Barczyk back in our Uniontown Hospital studios on the radio side. Melvin, second of 2 free throws on the way and no good. Rebound pulled down there by Carson Heckathorn, who just checked in on the Blackhawks side. Younger brother of Ryan, only a sophomore, 6'3", averages just over a point a game off the Cougars bench. Borello back across, high feed there to McClymonds, pulled it down. Now off to Ryan Heckathorn high on the right. Cougars might take it all the way down. Final 10 seconds of this opening quarter. Borello again up top, bounce pass to Carson Heckathorn, trying to pull it off there to Ryan on the cut, and lost it out of bounds and back over to Uniontown, and 5.7 seconds to work with.
It's a great backdoor feed there by Blackhawk, but he threw it off his knee.
Here's DeShields, pull up 3 from the top of the key, halfway down, spun out. Melvin got the rebound back and couldn't get it to go as time expires here in the opening quarter. It's Blackhawk 18, Uniontown 13. We're back with the second quarter in 60 seconds here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Ensuring excellence since 1949. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency offers both business and personal insurance to over 4,000 clients in the area. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency continually reviews each client's insurance portfolio to assure they're receiving the most comprehensive coverage at the best rate going. It's no wonder why their clients keep their insurance with them for decades. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency, Incorporated, 48 West Fayette Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-438-1700.
How far would you go to find some of the most advanced physical, occupational, and speech therapy? You won't have to go far when you choose UPMC Centers for Rehab Services in Uniontown on Wayland Smith Drive. Jim Burns, a lifelong Fayette County resident, and his staff provides cutting-edge care for sports injuries or conditions like an aching back, sore shoulder, or stroke rehabilitation. To schedule an appointment or to learn more, call UPMC Centers for Rehab Services Uniontown at 724-437-7500.
Brian Morozak and Steve Supert back here at Canon Mac, 18-13. Blackhawk leading Uniontown. Blackhawk being led so far by Marco Borello with 8 points. Billy DeShields 6 on the Uniontown side. Red Raiders got to get it going here, Steve.
They have to, they got to turn it up. I'm surprised they're not pressing a little bit just to get some energy in this out there. Just, they're just a little lackluster.
The atmosphere kind of reminds me of one of those afternoon starts in the NCAA basketball tournament with the place about 60% full, but they force a turnover there as Melvin able to take it away and set it out to Billy DeShields there on the far side. Billy goes near side now to Bubba, back between the circles, and now over to Billy again, directs traffic up top. Got to float it off there to Melvin, got deflected. A little bit of a soft pass, and the Cougars back on it. McClymonds a little stumble, and a foul called here on Melvin.
McClymonds almost triple dribbled there, let alone double dribbled, but he was bobbling the ball. Coach K asking for the call, and then he was bobbling it so much, he was stumbling, and Melvin just ran into him, expecting him to keep moving.
I guess the ruling is he really never had possession. As Borello brings it back across, he's out there with 2 personals over to McClymonds on the far wing, trying to work you off of Billy. Pulls back out to Tyler Fedison, and now bounced edge of the zone to Borello. Barks out of play, fronted there by Bubba Robinson. 7:13 left before halftime. Blackhawk the ball in a 5-point lead, driving and missing there. Borello tried a little scoop shot. Robinson outlet forward. Richardson went too strong but got fouled. Both the Heckathorns around, Carson and Ryan. Actually called it there on Ryan McClymonds. Wow. Send Richardson to the foul line to shoot 2. Jameer 64% this season from the free throw line, 39 of 61. Uniontown as a team, 61%, 221 of 360. And a miss here at the foul line.
Well, as the season goes along, teams get better, games get tougher. Free throws become a big part.
Richardson, second of 2. Another one rattling out. Rebound pulled down by Carson Heckathorn for Blackhawk. Off to brother Ryan. A little backcourt pressure now from Jameer Richardson as Ryan brings it across. Ryan Heckathorn stays with it out to McClymonds. Little ball fake, and now Ryan Heckathorn again. Watched now by Melvin. Switches again with McClymonds. Now up top to David Kalaje.
Going to be a foul on Richardson.
So Jameer's first. On the floor. Now Fedison back in on the Blackhawks side. Carson Heckathorn takes a seat. Marco Borello sends it into Ryan Heckathorn, trying to spin out in front. Came up short there. Grady the rebound for Uniontown. Off to Bubba Robinson. Coach K says, let's go. Hands off to Billy. Again between defenders. Almost lost the handle. Regains. Back to Grady at the foul line. In the corner, Jameer. Bounce pass on the inside again to Melvin. Got too deep and had the ball taken away. Into the hands of Kalaje, who turns it back over to Richardson. Fights back inside and gets the 2 to go. So the possession there, Steve changed hands a couple of times. Richardson finally got it back and got his second field goal of the game. First 2 points of the second quarter. Red Raiders back to within 3 at 18-15. One possession game.
So Red Raiders need to just create a little chaos.
Kalaje on the far wing. A lot of size out there. Senior can play on the wing, can play on the inside, and can play on the outside. Pretty versatile bench player. Has it again up top and pulls it back again to Marco Borello.
Blackhawks slowing things down a little bit there. I think this might go probably go in the Red Raiders' favor. They're kind of offense, they're getting a little stagnant, being very cautious.
And you typically wouldn't say that because Uniontown teams over the years have played a lot of run and gun basketball. But the way the Cougars started offensively, I am a bit surprised that they're slowing things down to this extent. Here's Ryan Heckathorn. Little turn and shoots. No good there. Got it back underneath, repositions, and puts this one up. Another miss. Grady trying to pull down the rebound. Kalaje pulls it back again to Ryan Heckathorn. He put out the bottom of the glass. Now Uniontown breaks out 4-on-3. Billy DeShields going coast to coast and puts it up and in.
Wow. They had 5 looks at it down there. Could not make it. Great blocks by DeShields and Melvin and Grady, all just playing havoc defensively.
A little handoff back to Borello. Trying to pivot back to Kalaje on the wing, deflected out of bounds. Robinson thought he put it off of Kalaje and out, but ruled Blackhawks basketball here in the Uniontown zone. And Mikey Hicksonbaugh now checks in here on the Blackhawks side. 8th player the Cougars have used so far in this game.
This is starting to go in the Red Raiders' favor a little bit here. The Red Raiders season momentum now. They just, even though they're still down by just 1.
18-17, 4:41 left here in the second quarter. Scoop shot good there for Ryan Heckathorn as the Cougars try to get a little momentum back. Ryan with 4, Cougars back up 3 at 20-17, 4:30 left here in the second quarter. Billy DeShields back between the circles. Now works left of the lane, drives. Ball goes over the glass. He thought it was deflected. Referees say no, it's Blackhawks basketball. What do you think of that one, Steve?
Well, I can't believe that Billy DeShields would shoot one from that close over the top of the backboard without it being deflected.
I agree. Ryan Heckathorn, a little pressure there from Robinson. Brought across on the far side there to Hicksonbaugh. Near side, Borello, a little head fake. Now take a floater right of the lane, too strong. On the backside, Billy DeShields. The rebound there for Uniontown. Billy back into the forecourt. Billy driving down the lane, got fouled. Blackhawk going for the strip. Foul called here on the floor. It'll be the 6th foul against the Cougars, and we have 4 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Second foul on Borello.
And we had said earlier he had 2, actually had 1. They switched one of those fouls back in the opening quarter. It goes in here to Robinson, resets between the circles, watched by Borello. Sent on the far side to Richardson, back to Bubba Robinson. Those two playing catch outside the arc. Uniontown down 3. Now Richardson trying to drive here on Hicksonbaugh. Double team comes over. Sends it off to Grady, trying to back his way in on Heckathorn. A little ball fake. Puts it up. No good. Trying to get it back. Deflected around. And the Cougars' Borello finding the loose ball. There's a couple of missed opportunities there for Uniontown, Steve, down on the blocks.
Yeah.
And Ryan Heckathorn back between the circles, watched by Grady. Fights his way on the inside, lost the dribble, pulls it back up top. High pass brought down by McClymans. Now McClymans working left of the lane, in the corner. Hicksonbaugh for three. Too strong. DeShields had the rebound, deflected by Borello. Back to Hicksonbaugh on the far side, who fights back inside and gets it to go. The Red Raiders had the rebound, but a little poke out there from Borello freed up Hicksonbaugh for his first two off the bench. Cougars up 5 at 22-17. And a little punch out there from Borello set it all up. DeShields coming back, hands off Grady, coming free down in the box. Brian Grady putting it up and in. Grady with 4. Uniontown back to within 3, down 22-19. 2:40 left before halftime. Borello back across here for Blackhawk. The Cougars seated 5th, Uniontown seated 4th. Bounced off to Ryan Heckathorn near elbow, trying to post up here on Melvin. Now trying to back his way in. Pulls it back to Fedison, who's been a non-factor so far for Blackhawk. Came in averaging 11.5 points a game, coming off of that 21-point performance against Elizabeth Forward. Now off to Borello. Borello bounce pass, a little juggle, and Ryan Heckathorn trying to regain, but the Red Raiders out of the pack with it. Good defense there. Billy off to Bubba, back to Billy up top. Billy right of the lane, little ball fake, fights inside and floats it up and in. So Billy DeShields already in double figures with 10, and he came in Uniontown's 5th all-time leading scorer. And on the near side, Robinson close to a steal there on Borello. And Uniontown back to within 1 now, Steve, down 22-21. It's been a nip and tuck first half. And Mikey Hicksonbaugh working in here for Blackhawk. Into the backcourt to Borello and sent across. Touched there by Darno. Off on the far side, Hicksonbaugh trying to shovel it back to Darno. Ball loose on the court. Hicksonbaugh trying to get a timeout called, and he's called for the travel. Coach Rohrback saying, hey, my guy called a timeout, I called a timeout. What's going on there?
Well, he was fine until he had the ball down. He was on all fours, like on his knees and his hands, and he tried to get up, and you can't do that.
There's Robinson to get up top. Switches here with Keandre DeShields, who's back in on the Uniontown side. Over to Jameer, near side Isaiah Melvin, coming near baseline. Will turn and shoot. Came up short. Scrum for the rebound, still loose. And a timeout now given to Blackhawk here on the scrum with 1:27 left before halftime. Cougars up 22-21. We're back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
See Harper 7.
Going on now, drive away in a 2020 Chevy Trax for only $99 a month at C. Harper Chevy.
The best price every time, all the time. It's just that easy.
Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease to GMF for well-qualified individuals. 24 months and 10,000 miles per year with $2,990 on cash trade. Must have lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. While supplies last. Sale ends March 2nd, 2020. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000 or visit CHarperChevy.com.
Prime Rozek, Steve Subrick back here. Cannon Mac 3, far side, reined in by Tyler Fedison. And we mentioned, Steve, Fedison, a non-factor
in the Uniontown community since 1950. Monday is wing night. Get $2 off per dozen 5 p.m. to close. Enjoy $2 domestic traps Monday through Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. and $9 domestic buckets all day Thursday. Make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call 724-438-9835 or visit Potter's on Facebook. See you at Potter's.
Are you suffering from aches and pains? Everyday pain shouldn't be your normal. Recover from pain or an injury through the power of physical therapy at NovaCare Rehabilitation. As a proud supporter of the Uniontown Red Raiders and Albert Gallatin Colonial, NovaCare's renowned team and clinical expertise provides the best individualized care and customer service. With the location in Uniontown that now offers aquatic therapy at the Uniontown YMCA. Call 724-437-0556 today to schedule a complimentary consultation. The Red Raiders and Colonials choose NovaCare. So can you.
Prime Rozek and Steve Subrick back here at halftime. The Blackhawk Cougars leading the Uniontown Red Raiders 25-21 in this boys 4A quarterfinal round game. Again, our halftime show being brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Steve has your halftime stats. They're brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy. Peachin's Pharmacy has moved to downtown Connellsville. The downtown Connellsville Peachin Market, same hours and free prescription delivery. Steve?
Okay, for Uniontown, Bryant Grady finishes with 4 points, Richardson 4. DeShields leads the way with 10, and Melvin with 3. They scored 13 in the first, 8 in the second, 21 at the half. For Blackhawk, Marco Borello has 8 points. He leads the way. Hicksonball with 2. McClymans with 6. Ryan Heckathorn with 4. Fedison with 3. And Darno with 2. They had 18 in the first, 13 in the second for a 25-21 halftime lead.
Yeah, the winner here today will take on either the top-seeded Highlands Golden Rams or the 9th-seeded Ringgold Rams. Those two teams playing at 12 o'clock today at North Hills High School. Other side of the bracket, knock the number 2 seed, playing 7th-seeded Newcastle. Those two teams will meet at 1:30 this afternoon at North Allegheny High School in the fourth quarterfinal round game. Won't start until 2:30 today. That's Quaker Valley taking on Bell Vernon at Plum High School. Again, that's coming up later on this afternoon. And the final, boys, for a quarterfinal round game.
Tell you what, there's some pretty uneasy fans down there right now, Brian. Went down to use the restrooms, saw some guys outside, some local Uniontown fans, and everybody, just kind of like has this look in their eye like, oh boy, they're just, nobody seems real confident. And the Red Raiders still in this ball game, only down 4. A lot of things can still happen, but the Red Raiders need to start playing better defensively. They need to create some turnovers. Offensively, we've seen this lulls before. They usually always seem to have a spurt or two, which will probably come at some point. But defensively is where you worry because they're letting Borello score too much, and they've got some three-point shooters that really haven't got going yet. So that kind of is worrisome as well. So it's no time to panic yet. You're only down 4. But still, you got to come out and get a good start to start the second half.
25-21 Blackhawk. Second half comes your way next year on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Going on now, drive away in a 2020 Chevy Trax for only $99 a month at C. Harper Chevy.
The best price every time, all the time. It's just that easy.
Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease to GMS for well-qualified individuals. 24 months and 10,000 miles per year with $2,990 on cash trade. Must have lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. While supplies last. Sale ends March 2nd, 2020. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000 or visit CHarperChevy.com.
In month 1, they'll need love and compassion from friends. Month 4, love, compassion, and school clothes. Month 6, all those things and more. After you're gone, your family will need a lot, primarily an income. That's why Allstate offers monthly income term life insurance, which pays out each month, not once.
To learn more, contact Allstate agent Russ Playho at 724-439-9700.
Allstate monthly income term is a term life insurance policy issued by Allstate Assurance Company, Norfolk, Illinois, subject to availability and qualification.
I'm attorney Bill Martin of Radcliffe Law. If you're injured in an accident and can't agree with the insurance company on a settlement, you may have to go to trial. You'll need an attorney that's familiar with the process. As a former assistant district attorney, I'm comfortable in a courtroom and have trial experience that not all attorneys do. Call me today to set up your free consultation at 724-439-3939. We're easily accessible in Uniontown and offer Saturday appointments. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Hi, Dr. Baker here from Baker Chiropractic. Wintertime is here again, and bad weather increases the chances of being in a car accident. Research has shown that speeds as low as 15 miles an hour can cause significant bodily injury. My staff and I at Baker Chiropractic have been caring for whiplash patients for over 20 years in the professional plazas on Easy Street across from Uniontown Hospital. If you're involved in an accident, don't wait. Call Baker Chiropractic at 437-3288, and we will evaluate your injuries and provide proper care that you need. That's Baker Chiropractic at 437-3288.
If you're shooting for a new home for your growing family or an open floor plan is scoring points with you, then completing a mortgage pre-qualification or applying for a mortgage loan in person or online at firstfederalofgreen.com is a slam dunk. You can count on First Federal for an assist. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Voted one of the best mortgage lenders and given a 5-star bank award by Bauer Financial. NMLS 458729, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The new year has begun, and soon it'll be spring. Time to think about painting and redecorating. If you're looking for a professional painter or contracting service, call Perkins Painting and Contracting. With years of proven success in the tri-state area, Perkins Painting and Contracting is local and your solution for all your painting and contracting needs. Call 724-322-1285. 724-322-1285. Perkins Painting and Contracting, proud to sponsor the Red Raider Player of the Week.
Brian Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at Canon Mac. The Uniontown Red Raiders trailing Blackhawk here at halftime. Blackhawk 25, Uniontown 21. Blackhawk seated 5th, Uniontown seated 4th. And, of course, Steve, for this group of 5 great Uniontown seniors, you'd love to see this group go out on a high note and make a little playoff run here.
Well, you'd like to, and still a lot of time left. Still second half to go. Only down 4. You could erase that in 2 trips down the floor. So Red Raiders just got to get off to a good start defensively. They got to create some turnovers and get some few fast break points, get these kids running a little bit and get them in the game.
Blackhawk holding Uniontown to just 21 points in the first half. Red Raiders with it, working left to right as we describe it here in the third quarter. Here's Billy DeShields, a little hop, step. Now goes up for an off-balance shot. No good. Grady fighting for the rebound. Finds it, puts it back up and in.
Well, right away you see the Red Raiders with DeShields. Everybody had a little bit more bounce in their steps, so they're moving a little faster and with a little bit more energy. That's a good sign.
Again, these seniors want to keep their high school career alive. There's 5 state playoff spots available in 4A. Fedison for 3 off the back iron. And another offensive rebound brought down there by Borello off of the foul line. And Darno missing there on the floater. Grady got the rebound and got fouled from behind there on Heckathorn.
That's a good break for the Red Raiders. And Darno had a good pump fake, got Melvin up in the air, and then he went underneath him and just missed a little 5-footer. And then the foul, who was the foul on, Brian?
Heckathorn, Ryan, his first. So the Red Raiders now down only 2, an opportunity to maybe take the lead with a 3. Robinson up top. Uniontown's yet to connect upon a 3 so far in this game. DeShields has it up top, watched there by Borello, and Billy now working in the lane, driving, got stripped going up, and Heckathorn out of the pack with a loose ball there for Blackhawk. Heckathorn, far wing, and there's McClymonds looking for another 3. No good that time. Melvin the rebound. McClymonds at 2 threes in the first half in transition down to Richardson. Got 2 deep. Blackhawk fans thought he was out of play up top. Melvin, and there's your 3 for the lead.
Wow.
The big guy from the outside, Melvin with 6. Uniontown up 1.
Blackhawk fans, you probably heard a scream. They thought Richardson was out of bounds on the baseline. Officials right on it. No call, and we get the 3-pointer from Melvin.
Heckathorn touch, Darno. Fedison playing catch with McClymonds. Deflected away there by Richardson. Jameer breaking back. Scoop shot. Score it. Jameer Richardson with 6. 7-0 Uniontown run to start the third quarter. Red Raiders up 3, 28-25. We're back at 60 here on the C. Harperado Group High School Sports Night.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Jimmy John's is your go-to spot in Uniontown for fast, fresh, tasty subs. Visit Jimmy John's at 152 Walnut Hill Road today or online at jimmyjohns.com.
C. Harper Chevy.
Going on now. Drive away in a 2020 Chevy Trax for only $99 a month at C. Harper Chevy.
Best price every time, all the time. It's just that easy.
Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease to GMF for well-qualified individuals. 24 months and 10,000 miles per year with $2,999 cash trade. Must have lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. While supplies last. Sale ends March 2nd, 2020. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000 or visit CHarperChevy.com.
Brian Rozak, Steve Subrick back here at Canon Max. So Uniontown on a 7-0 run here, Steve, to start the third quarter. Now up 3 at 28-25. Let's see if the Cougars have an answer.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better start for the half for the Red Raiders.
We saw Blackhawk make some nice adjustments after getting an early hole against Elizabeth Ford. Uniontown seems like they've made some adjustments here at halftime to take a 3-point lead.
That foul's going to be on Melvin on the floor.
His second. First team foul of the second half, and there's a made shot.
Wide open. They just nobody guarded Heckathorn. That was strange. 5 feet from the basket, the C's parted, and Heckathorn right there. They just threw him the ball in the inbounds pass, and nobody within 5 feet of him.
He has 6. Blackhawk back to within 1, and a little push call there on Heckathorn.
Yeah, he pushed.
Fouled Grady.
You can see that. We had a good angle of that, didn't we? He pushed Grady right in the back, tried to shove him out of bounds.
That's his second. Billy DeShields to work it in, bounces into Grady, try to back his way in. Double team came over out to Robinson for 3, and he rattled it in. First points of the game for Robinson come from outside the arc. Uniontown up 4. Their biggest lead of the game, 31-27. 5:25 left here in the third. Tyler Fedison on the far side over McClymonds looking for his third 3 of the game, and he nails it. Ryan McClymonds now with 9. All of his points coming from outside the arc, and Blackhawk a little answer back. Down only 1 now, 31-30. 5:05 left here in the third. Had a couple of nip and tuck games on WMBS yesterday. Another one here today. Melvin turnaround shot in the lane, no good. Darno the rebound there for Blackhawk, fronted by Melvin. Able to work it across Fedison and now Borello. Borello, a little hop step, got too deep. Kick out. McClymonds looking for another 3. Lost the dribble, sends it back to Borello, fronted there by Richardson. Borello now resets here, edge of the zone. Watched by DeShields. Hard bounce pass down to Darno, coming free, got fouled from behind. Couldn't finish out in front, but Darno will have 2 free throws upcoming.
That'll be the third on Melvin, so that's a little bit of a problem. He's probably going to bring in DeShields for Melvin now. Normally DeShields comes in for Grady.
Give them a little bit of a smaller lineup right now. Darno, 67% for the season from the free throw line, makes his first of 2 here. That's the first free throw attempt of the game for Blackhawk. They came in 68% as a team, and that made free throw from Darno. Ties this game up at 31 with 4:38 left here in the third.
Pretty quick moving game.
For sure. Darno's second free throw, good again for Blackhawk. Cougars back in the lead at 32-31. 4 for Darno. Robinson back across here for Uniontown. Robinson trying to come free off a screen. Works right of the lane, floats it off the glass and in. Ray Bubba Robinson with 5 third quarter points. Uniontown back in the lead in this back and forth game, 33-32. 4:20 left here in the third. Now Borello for Blackhawk. Watch there by Robinson. Tries to work now on the inside, stays with it, looking for a kick out, intercepted by Richardson with numbers. Outlet forward, Robinson, put it off the glass and in. Boy, has Robinson come alive, Steve with 7. Red Raiders back up 3.
Well, that was a nice pass by Richardson, good steal. Defensively, the Red Raiders have stepped it up a notch.
35-32 Uniontown, 3:50 left here in the third quarter. Jumper right of the lane. Heckathorn tried to bank it in, no good. Richardson the rebound here on the near side. Game certainly trending now in Uniontown's direction. Richardson coming back, floats it up and in. Jameer Richardson now with 8.
You could just feel that the Red Raiders in this run and gun, kind of a street ball style, this is what they're comfortable with.
And 4A semis will be on Wednesday night. Outside, Borello for 3, reins it in. Marco Borello now with 11. Timeout on the courts. We'll take it as well. 3:22 left here in the third. Blackhawk cutting back into Uniontown's lead. It's Uniontown 37, Blackhawk 35. We're back in 30 here on the C. Arparado Group High School Sports Day on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
When it comes to protecting all your stuff, wouldn't it be great to have one place that protects it all? Here's some good news. Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Flaho is the only insurance agent you need to help keep tabs on protection for all your stuff. Everything from your home, car, and boat to your motorcycle, snowmobile, and ATV. Stop by Allstate agent Russ Flaho's office today on Lebanon Avenue. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company at affiliate.
Brian Rozek, Steve Superk back here at Canon Mac, 37-35 Uniontown. After that, Borello made 3 for Blackhawk, got the Uniontown lead back down to 2. Blackhawk has hit 4 threes in this game, Steve. 3 from McClymonds and now 1 from Borello. Coming off a game which saw them hit 11 threes against EF. Dump down low, Grady coming free. Putting it up and in again, Grady with 8. Uniontown's lead extended back to 4 again. 39-35, 3:03 left here in the third. Heckathorn in the corner, back to McClymonds. Thought about the 3 coming baseline and a blocking foul called there on Richardson. Some of the Uniontown fans thought McClymonds pushed off there a little bit, Steve.
Well, I don't know if he pushed off, but it certainly didn't look like a foul on Richardson, but they call it. That's his second, I believe.
I agree. I think I'd be more comfortable just a no call on either side. Inbounds pass went to Heckathorn. Back up top, McClymonds, little ball fake in the corner. Borello looking for another three. Off the side of the rim, no good. Backside, Darno finds the rebound, missed on a putback. Ball loose. Borello trying to save it and ruled out of bounds off of Uniontown. Wow. Another one that could have went either way there, Steve.
Yeah.
And Borello trying to send it into Darno, works it off to his left, and an air ball there from Heckathorn from about 6 feet. Red Raiders break back with numbers. DeShields off to Richardson, who drives and scores. Jameer Richardson, 6 in the third, 10 for the game. Red Raiders extending the lead again here with 2:30 left in the third quarter.
Suddenly Blackhawk shots look a little tight. They look a little more nervous than Uniontown.
41-35, Uniontown, floater out in front, no good. Borello, offensive rebound, Heckathorn has 4 Red Raiders around him, sends it back out on the far side, now back to McClymonds in the corner, Borello on the wing, inside there to Darno, kicks in the corner, Fedison for 3 off the side of the rim, no good. Billy DeShields another rebound. And Billy gets fouled there by Fedison, bringing it back through center.
Well, the Red Raider defense has stepped up, and it's forcing Blackhawk into taking shots that they just don't, I mean, they're shots that they normally would make, but they're just rushing them a little bit. They just don't look as comfortable. So the shots are not falling nearly as easily now for Blackhawk, which is a great thing for the Red Raiders.
And you credit Uniontown for some adjustments coming out of the locker room as well. And here's Richardson, a little floater, no good. Darno, the rebound there for Blackhawk. Touched off to Borello, brought across. Borello on the far wing, pulls it back up top. Darno for 3. Look out. And it was halfway down, rattled back out. Scrum for the rebound. Jump ball called will go to the arrow. It favors Blackhawk. Tough look there from Darno, Steve. He had the shot halfway down, just rattled back out.
Yeah, good look. Just things are not going Blackhawks' favor right now.
Borello needs to hurry. Try to send it up top to McClymonds and barely able to tiptoe the zone there to keep it on this side of the timeline. Back in the corner, Fedison tried to bounce pass to Darno, intercepted there by Billy DeShields. He stepped up his game. He drives back, trying to get the basket in. One, got fouled on the drive. He'll have 2 free throws upcoming. Red Raiders up 6, 41-35, 1:33 left here in the third. And Uniontown trailed 25-21 at halftime, and now lead by 6 at 41-35. DeShields an opportunity to extend it. First of 2 free throws, good. Billy looking smooth there, Steve, at the foul line. Yes. He has 11. Now DeMar Lewis will check in here for Bryant Grady. Every time we've seen Lewis play, Steve, he's given the Red Raiders positive minutes off the bench.
He usually gets in the mop-up duty, but he played a couple games where he had to go in there, and he was terrific.
Ambridge game comes to mind as Billy DeShields makes the second free throw.
Yeah, he was terrific against Ambridge. He's a high-energy kind of guy, and this is what this game is calling for.
Up top, 3 on the way, 2 strong there. Heckathorn, Uniontown another rebound. It's Lewis. Almost on cue. DeMar Lewis coming back. A lot of contact. Lewis went down hard. No foul call. Red Raiders lead it by 8 at 43-35. 1:13 left here in the third. Darno comes free. Drew the foul there on Billy DeShields. Couldn't get the shot to go. And boys, Blackhawk missed a lot of shots here tonight, Steve, within a couple of feet of the basket.
Yeah, just this, particularly in this third quarter, they have missed a ton of shots, open looks, and if they lose this game, they're gonna go back and look at that film and just be disappointed in themselves because they have not been able to make the shots that they normally would make.
Darno makes the first of 2 free throws. He's now 3 of 3 from the foul line, make it 4 of 4 as he sends them both in. Darno with 6. 1:05 left here in the third, and Blackhawk cutting back into the Uniontown lead. It's Uniontown 43, Blackhawk 37. 6-point advantage for the Red Raiders. Final minute of this third quarter. Robinson up top, switches here with Jameer Richardson. Now back to Bubba, trying to work around Borello. Bubba with a little floater right in the lane, no good. Billy DeShields though able to clean it up. Scores there on a putback, 14 for Billy. Uniontown back up 8 at 45-37. 35 seconds left here in the third. What a strong quarter for the Red Raiders of Uniontown. Borello over to Darno. Near wing Heckathorn up top. Borello again for 3. Too strong up the back iron. Scrum for the rebound. Darno finds it and lays it back up and in. James Darno, 6 here in the third, 8 for the game. 45-39, the Uniontown lead at 6.
But they can't hit the threes anymore, Brian. They're just struggling from outside.
Final 10 seconds of this quarter. Richardson up top, bounces it off to Bubba. Outside to Keandre DeShields, little ball fake down to 2, down to 1. Richardson at the buzzer, too strong on that 3, but Uniontown outscoring Blackhawk by 10 in the third quarter to lead by 6. 45-39 Red Raiders. We'll go to the fourth here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Day on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
I'm worried about this winter weather. How are we going to get to the grocery store for the next few months? I'm not too comfortable driving in the snow anymore, and with your disability, you definitely can't drive.
Yeah, the last time I went to the doctor's office, they're talking about FACT.
FACT?
Yeah, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation. FACT will come to the house and pick us up. They have fixed routes to places like Pittsburgh and Uniontown, even Nemacolin and Woodlands. FACT also has a shared ride program that schedules you to go to places like the doctor's office or the grocery store.
Well, you know, the grandkids will be at our house when school's canceled.
FACT lets anyone ride the fixed route bus, and children under 12 accompanied by an adult ride for free, as do us seniors age 65 and up.
Wow, FACT might be the right answer for us this winter. Do you have their number?
Yes, it's 724-628-RIDE or factbus.com.
It's a fact for Fayette County Public Transit.
Brian Rozek and Steve Subrick back here at Canon Mac. Uniontown looking to close it out. They lead by 6, 45-39 as we enter the fourth quarter. Again, Uniontown looking to get to the WPIAL semifinals for the first time since 2014. And it's been a long time, Steve, since Uniontown and Laurel Highlands have played in the semis in their respective classifications in the same year. Again, Laurel qualified for the semis this year for the first time in 48 years. And Billy DeShields up top, losing it there. Coming back, McClymonds off to his right to Fedison, who drives and scores. Tyler Fedison now with 5. So a little pressure up top defensively from Blackhawk, forces a turnover. The Cougars back to within 4 of Uniontown at 45-41.
Well, the Red Raiders played so well in that third quarter. You'd like to just see him keep putting the pressure on.
DeShields has it blocked away. But the Red Raiders regain as Heckathorn had it and then had it taken away by Isaiah Melvin. Off to Billy. Billy on the far side, working left of the lane. Now resets outside the arc. Fires a no-look pass down to Richardson. A little ball fake, put it off the glass. Shot attempt, no good. Darno the rebound. Off to Borello. And now across here on the near side for the Cougars. Down only 4. 7:03 left here in regulation time. Near side, Ryan Heckathorn, watched by Melvin. Tried a little bounce pass on the inside, deflected back. Darno going for the save. Able to get it back to Borello. Borello kicks it in the corner, McClymonds. Ball fake, and pressure there by DeShields, and Billy takes it away. Good defense again, Steve, out of the Red Raiders. And Billy brings it back across with Uniontown leading by 4, 45-41. 6:38 left in regulation time. Robinson off to Jameer Richardson. Richardson up top to Billy DeShields. Billy from the near elbow, jumper on the way, it's an air ball. Grady going for the save, able to bounce it back to Melvin. Great job there to keep it in play. Off to Richardson driving, he got fouled by Ryan Heckathorn. What a great save there from Grady, Steve.
Yeah, looked like the ball was out of bounds, didn't it? But apparently he saved it. And that foul goes on Heckathorn, his third. That's Ryan Heckathorn, number 22.
First of 2 free throws, no good for Jameer Richardson.
Wow, he's 0 for 3 today.
Correct. Came in 64% for the season from the free throw line.
Theoretically, he should make this one. The next 2.
Again, no good. 0 for 4 for Jameer from the foul line. Darno had the rebound, so the lead at 4 at 45-41. 6:16 left here in the fourth. Of course, you got to make free throws down the stretch to win games. And here's Fedison coming back. 3, good. Tyler Fedison, his second made 3. He has 5 here in the fourth, 8 for the game. Blackhawk back to within 1, down 45-44. Timeout on the court will take one as well. 6:04 left in regulation. Uniontown by 1. We're back in 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Would you like to have this pharmacy experience? You pull up, walk a short distance to the counter, wait a very short time for your prescription, ask questions, and still pay the same copay as you would at a large chain store. Experience this at Peachin Pharmacy, inside Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. They also offer the lowest cost available, free prescription delivery, and an app to manage your prescriptions. Visit Peachin Pharmacy or online at peachinpharmacy.com.
Things tightening up again here, Steve, in the fourth quarter. Uniontown's lead only one at 45-44. Red Raiders with the basketball back after that Tyler Fennison made three.
Well, it kind of had some big momentum at the end of the third quarter, and then kind of lost a little bit here. We slowed up things a little bit. I'd like to see us get, a little more offense going here, a little more aggressive on the offensive end.
DeShields into Richardson, pulls it back out to Bubba Robinson. Bubba resets high on the right now between the circles. Watch there by Borello. Bubba again in the corner to Richardson, coming near baseline. Floats it back to Bubba. This will be a long two, and it's good. Bubba Robinson, foot was on the line. He has 9, and the Red Raiders back up 3 at 47-44. 5:35 left here in the fourth. Borello back across for Blackhawk. Touched by Darno. Far side McClymonds. Little ball fake. Works to his left. Lost the dribble. Billy in his face. Sends it back off there to Heckathorn, who plays catch with McClymonds. Back and forth. Heckathorn gets it back again. Right of the lane. Fights inside. Shot blocked there by Melvin. Loose, and Robinson finds it there for Uniontown. Solid defense again out of the Red Raiders as Robinson brings it back across. Now Bubba dribbles it back outside the arc. Resets here between the circles. Again, watched by Borello. 5:01 left here in the fourth. Uniontown the basketball in a 47-44 lead. Richardson again up top. In the corner back to Melvin. Melvin a little ball fake. Watched by Darno. Comes inside. Leans. Floats it up. No good. Backside Grady. Nice offensive rebound. Goes strong and gets the 2 to go. Bryant Grady in double figures with 10. Uniontown's lead now extended to 5. 2-possession game with 4:40 to play here in regulation time. 49-44 Red Raiders. Borello on the switchback here with Tyler Fedison. Near side again, Heckathorn. Up top to Darno, far side Borello, watched by Robinson to his left. Fedison short on that long 2. DeShields the rebound after a little deflection there from Melvin. Back through center, no look pass to Robinson, trying to spin off of Borello. Resets on the outside, back to Billy between the circles. You can run a little clock here now, Steve, with a 5-point lead and 4:10 left here in the fourth. Robinson back to Richardson here on the switch. Jameer taking a long 2 up top, was fouled by Fedison. So we'll have 2 free throws upcoming. Fedison got him there, Steve, on the long 2.
Wow. If he got him and Blackhawk fans didn't like it, must have just ticked his elbow.
Third on Fedison, 6th team foul on Blackhawk here in the second half.
And Richardson normally not a terrible free throw shooter, but he has not made one tonight. Finally gets one to drop.
Now 1 of 5 from the foul line. He has 11 points. Uniontown's lead at 6 at 50-44. Second of 2 from Jameer on the way, and good again. So Jameer Richardson with 12. Uniontown starting to pull away again with 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Uniontown lead at 7 at 51-44. Borello up top, watched there by Billy DeShields. Billy really coming out on Borello. Almost picked his pocket ball out of bounds, and it did go off of Borello and out. It's Uniontown's basketball. Great job again from Billy DeShields. Yeah, the winner here today will also lock up a state playoff berth. It's been a few years since Uniontown's played in the States as well. Robinson for 3. Too strong off the back iron and on the backside. The rebound pulled down by Ryan Heckathorn. Quickly across Borello, lost the handle, going for the save. And deflected back to Uniontown's Isaiah Melvin. Touched there by Robinson, forward to Billy DeShields. Billy little ball fake trying to go on McClymonds. Put it up, shot attempt no good, and Heckathorn rips down the rebound there for Blackhawk. Heckathorn back across, Fedison open look on the wing for 3. Off the side of the rim, no good. Darno on the backside, pulls down the rebound. Resets back up top there to McClymonds. McClymonds jumper from the foul line, off the mark again. Ball goes out of bounds, touched by Uniontown. Going out will stay with Blackhawk here in the Red Raiders zone. That was the correct call. Uniontown definitely touched that one going out. 3:13 to play, 51-44 Red Raiders. And Borello will trigger it back in here for Blackhawk. Robinson guarding the trigger man, goes in to Heckathorn, trying to post up here on Melvin. Heckathorn backing his way, a nice little shovel pass down to Darno, who came free for the quick 2. So Darno now in double figures with 10. Blackhawk creeping back as we go under 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Cougars back to within 5 of Uniontown at 51-46. Robinson back into the Blackhawk zone. Barking out of play here between the circles. Switches here with Jameer Richardson. Richardson a little ball fake back to Billy. And Billy a little leaner, got partially blocked and deflected into the hands of Blackhawks Borello. Borello back across. Borello going coast to coast, couldn't finish. Offensive rebound, Heckathorn got fouled on the putback and got it to go, so he gets the and one. Ryan Heckathorn. 2 points in every quarter so far. One possession game again. 51-48 Uniontown. 2:30 left here in the fourth.
Coach didn't like that shot by the Shields. He was a tough shot, and all that traffic, he wanted them to bring it out, and they come back and get a foul and a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Heckathorn able to send in the free throw. Lead down to 2 again. 2:26 left here in the fourth quarter. Buckle up again as Robinson brings it across. 51-49 Uniontown.
Who was the foul on, Brian? Was that? Did you see
I did not get that there, Steve.
Yeah.
Here's Richardson again, edge of the zone. Watched there by Fedison. Pulls it back out to Robinson. 2:07 to play. Robinson staying with it. Blackhawk coming out defensively there with Heckathorn. Now Robinson switches here with Richardson. Back to Bubba. 1:58 to play. In the lead at 2. Fedison now on Robinson. Bubba dribbling all around out there now for the Red Raiders. Back to Richardson high on the right. We'll go cross-court far side over to Billy DeShields. Watch there by McClymans. Double team comes over, sends it off to Melvin. 1:40 to play.
It'll be really hard to milk this clock all the way down. You figure sooner or later they're just going to have to foul. They might as well foul now.
There'll be a 1-and-1 on the next foul, and they get it there on Fedison. Now you got to make your free throws. Robinson only 59% so far this season from the free throw line, 17 of 29. Has yet to attempt a free throw yet in this game. That's the 4th on Fedison, so that's a big foul. And the 7th team foul, so this will be a 1-and-1. Deep breath from Bubba Robinson, 5'9" senior guard. Front end, good. That was a big free throw. Gives him 10. Lead back up to 3.
Hit the back arm and then rattled in.
As long as it goes. Robinson now for a second. Good again.
Nothing but net there.
Those deep breaths paying off. Makes both free throws. Uniontown up 4, 90 seconds to play. 53-49. Borello back across here for Blackhawk. Borello driving. Got fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. Borello, by the way, 71% this season from the foul line.
First foul on Ray Robinson.
6th team foul on the Red Raiders here in the second half. He'll get 2 here. 45 of 63 for the season. Makes the first of 2. Lead back down to 3 at 53-50. 1:24 to play. Looks like this game will be decided at the free throw line. Second of 2 free throws, no good. Grady, what a rebound there for Uniontown. Off to Robinson and back across. Touched there by Billy DeShields. Billy fronted there by Heckathorn. Works off to his right, little hop step, tried to hand off to Grady, got deflected back, needed timeout. And they get it. 1:08 left here in the fourth, 53-50. Uniontown will have the basketball when we come back. It's going to be a full timeout back in 60 here on the C.R. Barada Group High School Sports Day on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox would like to wish Uniontown head basketball coach Rob Kizmarski and the Uniontown Red Raiders the best of luck during the 2019-2020 basketball season and in all their future endeavors. As the Uniontown City Police Chief, Jason Cox is happy to see the Uniontown student-athletes working hard on and off the court. Go Red Raiders from Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox. The new year has begun, and soon it'll be spring. Time to think about painting and redecorating. If you're looking for a professional painter or contracting service, call Perkins Painting and Contracting. With years of proven success in the tri-state area, Perkins Painting and Contracting is local and your solution for all your painting and contracting needs. Call 724-322-1285. 724-322-1285. Perkins Painting and Contracting, proud to sponsor the Red Raider Player of the Week.
Ryan Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at Canon Mac. 53-50. Uniontown the basketball on a 3-point lead. 1:08 left in regulation. Will this be the season that we get both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands in the WPIAL semifinals in their respective classifications? Mustangs already there. Red Raiders trying to punch their ticket. They send it in up top to Bubba Robinson. Bounces it off to Jameer Richardson. Down low, Grady coming free and got nailed by Darno. Grady will get 2.
Well, Darno had to do it. Could not give up a layup, easy layup to Grady. At least force him to make 2 free throws.
And Grady for the season, Steve, just 56% from the free throw line. He at least makes 1 of 2 here. It's a 2-possession game. First of 2 up on the way and no good as it rattles out. Tough luck shot there from Grady. Big free throw here to put Uniontown up 4. Under a minute to play. It's up on the way and good. Grady a little more of a soft touch on that second free throw. He has 11. Uniontown's lead at 4, 54-50. Back across Borello. Borello on the far side, a little poke there from Richardson. Did not send it off. Borello will stay with Blackhawk here in the Uniontown zone. And you got to guard those threes, Steve.
Well, they can go for 2 now. I mean, they're down 4. There's time left. You're gonna need 2 scores anyway.
Borello and Fedison switch. Near side, Heckathorn. Heckathorn coming near baseline, trying to work on Melvin. Got double team. And did he travel? Yes, he did. Travel call there on Ryan Heckathorn. Extra step there in the lane gives Uniontown the basketball back with 40 seconds left here in the 4th. The Shields in all kinds of trouble. Might want a timeout. And they're going to rule out an offensive foul on Billy DeShields. Wow. Mike Gaffney on that call. I did not see that, Steve. Did you?
No. Unless he said he motioned with his arm like he was clearing out with his elbow.
Fedison on the far side got fouled from behind by Bubba Robinson. This will be a 1-and-1 here for Fedison, who's just 57% so far this season from the foul line.
None bigger than this one.
54-50, Uniontown. We're down to 34.3 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Front end of a 1-and-1 here for Tyler Fedison. It's on the way and too strong at the back iron. Rebound goes to Billy DeShields. Big miss there from Fedison at the foul line. Off to Robinson, back across to Shields. Almost a steal, bounce pass down low, now picked off by McClymans. Sent ahead on the far side to Heckathorn. Heckathorn scoop shot in the lane, good for Ryan Heckathorn. Lead down to 2 with 19 seconds left.
Wow, another bad pass by the Shields. He's had a rough game. He's missed a couple easy ones, and that was just one where he needed to pull it out. Didn't need to score there, did he?
No. We'll take a quick 30 here on the C.R. Barana Group High School Sports Day on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
With all the recent changes in both healthcare and healthcare providers, you can trust Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialists and Doctors Ruthart, Calabrese, Stokes, and Hoppy, and Southwestern Endoscopy Center, celebrating 30 years serving the people of Southwestern Pennsylvania with the experience, compassion, and exceptional care you deserve. For an appointment, call 724-437-7677. SWGI and Southwestern Endoscopy Center, the area's only freestanding endoscopy facility in the Cherry Tree Medical Plaza, Uniontown.
So here we go, 19.8 seconds left in regulation. Uniontown the basketball leading by 2, 54-52. Jameer Richardson will trigger it in here for the Red Raiders.
Well, you got to figure Blackhawk's going to foul right away, you would
Correct.
think. I mean, he just can't wait around.
Richardson to send it in, trying to get it into Melvin. Melvin now double teamed in the backcourt, pulls it back off to Robinson, and Robinson fouled. So this will be another 1-and-1, Steve, with 15 seconds left. And the lead at only 2. Third foul on Ryan McClymans. 9th team foul on the Cougars.
Well, the biggest free throws of the year.
Think of his career. 5'10 senior. Another deep breath from Bubba Robinson. Front end of the 1-and-1, good. Robinson with 12 here in this game, and this one's maybe even a little bit bigger here, Steve, to make this a 2-possession game. Another deep breath. Robinson, second of 2. Free throws, no good, so a little life here for the Cougars. Heckathorn across. Ryan Heckathorn for the tie for the near wing. He reins it in. 8 seconds left. Tied at 55. A steal from Borello. Borello on the inside, and a double dribble called. Double dribble called there on Borello with 3 seconds left. That could have won it for Blackhawk. Wow.
Self-destruction. Wow. Now they got a chance, though, Brian. We can win it here.
Richardson to send it in. 3.1 seconds left. Jameer into Robinson. Need to hurry. Down to 2, down to 1 for the win from up top. A little bit of contact, but no foul. And we're headed to overtime. This will be the 4th overtime game that Uniontown's played this season. They're 1-2 in the extra session. We're back with overtime right after this, tied at 55. Back in 60 here on the C.R. Barana Group High School Sports Day on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Are you suffering from aches and pains? Everyday pain shouldn't be your normal. Recover from pain or an injury through the power of physical therapy at NovaCare Rehabilitation. As a proud supporter of the Uniontown Red Raiders and Albert Gallatin Colonial, NovaCare's renowned team and clinical expertise provides the best individualized care and customer service. With a location in Uniontown that now offers aquatic therapy at the Uniontown YMCA. Call 724-437-0556 today to schedule a complimentary consultation. The Red Raiders and Colonials choose NovaCare. So can you.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is also buying deer hides. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday from 9 till 5 and Saturdays 8 till noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus, Rags, or Tater a call at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling. Recycling makes the most sense.
So here we go, Steve, for overtime. Uniontown and Blackhawk tied at 55. Isaiah Melvin and James Darno to take the overtime tip-off.
Well, you almost got to feel like we were fortunate, even though we had control of that fourth quarter. But at the end, they score a 3 and then get a steal.
Borrello could have won it there if it wasn't for the double dribble.
And that's just a tough one for Blackhawk, but that was a good break for the Red Raiders. So now at least we live to fight another day.
Melvin and Darno to take the overtime tip-off, and it's won back to Brian Grady. We'll hand off to Bubba Robinson. Tied at 55. Robinson off to Billy DeShields. Down low to Grady, trying to work here on Darno. Grady lost the dribble, pulls it back again to Billy right of the lane. Billy trying to fight his way in. Now he'll take a jumper from the elbow. Too strong of a back iron. Battle for the rebound. Darno wins it there for Blackhawk. Off to Borrello. Tough start there, missing that opening shot of the overtime session.
Well, you get this sense that more of the pressure seems to be on the Red Raiders.
I would think so at this juncture.
I mean, the Blackhawk kids seem to play even though they had a lull there where they couldn't score, those last couple minutes they played like they didn't care.
Got themselves back in it. Darno working on Grady. Got blocked but fouled. Wow, tough call there.
Yes. Almost could have been an offensive foul.
I agree. Darno will shoot 2. 9th team foul on the Red Raiders here in the second half. Only the first on Grady.
Yeah.
And Darno for the season, 67% from the free throw line. Misses on his first of 2 here. That's his first free throw miss of the game. Came in 4 of 4. All of his free throw makes back in the third quarter. Darno now, his second of 2, came up short. Little pressure on both sides. Scrum for the rebound, but kept alive by Blackhawks' Ryan Heckathorn. And now another foul called here on the Red Raiders.
Yeah, they got tripped, and that's going to be either on DeShields or Melvin. And it's on Melvin. That's his 4th. Wow.
2 free throws rest of the way for both teams. Fedison getting 2 here. First of 2, good. Blackhawk in the lead here in overtime, 56-55. 3:05 left here in the extra session. Fedison, second of 2, good. So Fedison with 10. Uniontown down 2 now. 3 minutes left here in the overtime session. Bubba Robinson bounce pass, not sure who that was going to.
Well, he thought DeShields was doing a backdoor cup, and DeShields was just standing there, not moving.
Lucky to get it back.
Yes.
Looks over towards the bench. Sends it off to Jameer Richardson. Now to Billy DeShields up top. Billy trying to work his way in. Little up and under move and got fouled. And Billy will have 2 free throws here for Uniontown. The Red Raiders down 2 at 57-55. 2:35 left here in the first overtime, and that's the 4th foul on Ryan McClymans.
And big free throws. They made their last 2. Let's see if the Shields can counter that.
First of 2, no good, and that's been a huge area of concern for Billy over the last month and a half. Came in at only 54%. He was, I think, 71%, Steve, after the Florida trip. Second of 2 free throws. Again, no good. Need an offensive rebound, and Billy redeems himself. Got it, fights back inside, missed there on the drive. Ball still tipping around, and Blackhawk out of the pack with a nice save there from Borrello. Wow. So 2 missed free throws from DeShields, and Blackhawk doing a great job there, battling on the rebounds and coming out of the pack with the basketball. Now Ryan Heckathorn up top. Cougars up 2 at 57-55. Pressure certainly on the Red Raiders. Heckathorn a little spin. Blocked there by Grady. Deflected out to the Shields. Red Raiders in transition. Billy breaking back across. Right down the lane. Scoop shot got blocked and fouled there by McClymans. No foul call. And now Borello out of his own zone. 1:54 to play. Blackhawk by 2 with the basketball. Uniontown has yet to score here in overtime.
At some point you think they'll just pull it out.
Darno trying to back his way in. Little ball fake, and a leaner goes for Darno.
Right.
Blackhawk up 4 now. 2-possession game. 1:34 to play.
And the Uniontown fans below us are stunned.
Richardson coming here, baseline, driving, floater, no good. Backside rebound, Heckathorn. Double team, trying to work out of it. And a timeout called by Blackhawk. Wow, so Uniontown in big time trouble right now, down 4. 1:22 left here in the extra session. We're back in 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day here on WMBS and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Ensuring excellence since 1949. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency offers both business and personal insurance to over 4,000 clients in the area. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency continually reviews each client's insurance portfolio to assure they're receiving the most comprehensive coverage at the best rate going. It's no wonder why their clients keep their insurance with them for decades. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency, Incorporated, 48 West Fayette Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-438-1700.
Brian Rozak, Steve Subrick back here at Canon Mac. 1:22 left here in the extra session, Steve. Uniontown is yet to score here in the overtime period. Blackhawk rallied back late in the fourth quarter. Got a couple of big threes.
Well, the Red Raiders just, they just made some pretty big mistakes. I mean, they gave the ball away. They had the lead. They kept driving in, trying to take some shots where they maybe a couple times they should have pulled it out, and gave Blackhawk a chance to tie the game at the end of regulation, and now they've just self-destructed here in overtime.
Ryan Heckathorn into Borello in the backcourt.
We haven't scored.
Trying to work it forward to Darno, and knocked away there by Melvin. Off to Robinson, floats it back up, another miss. Ball still loose. Darno finds it out to McClymans here on the near side. Uniontown had an opportunity there after the steal, could not take advantage.
We have a 3-on-1, and we don't get a good shot. And Bubba Robinson can't make it, and now we got a foul. So now, 4 points with a minute and 10 left.
70 seconds left. McClymans at the line. He's 67% this season. Just minimal free throw opportunities, just 6 of 9. He'll get 2 here. First of 2 on the way in good for Ryan McClymans. He's in double figures with 10. And the lead at 5 with 1:10 to play.
And we haven't scored yet in overtime.
No. Uniontown is yet to score here in the overtime. 2 missed free throws from Billy DeShields, the only thing in the overtime column. McClymans' second free throw good.
Wow.
Lead at 6. We approach the 1-minute mark of this overtime session. Robinson floater right in the lane, not even close. And a rebound on the backside, Heckathorn, and that might do it. Blackhawk fans going nuts. They rallied back, lead by 6. And for the Uniontown faithful, Steve, if Uniontown doesn't rally back, this one's going to hurt for a while.
It's going to sting. Actually, you see some fans getting up. A little early for that. Still a minute left, but Red Raiders got to do something. They got to score.
Heckathorn making another free throw. We talked about this game coming down to free throws. Blackhawks making them here in the overtime session. And Uniontown had 4 missed free throws in the fourth quarter. 2 here in overtime. Another make there from Heckathorn. Lead at 8, 63-55. 55 seconds left here in overtime. Melvin up top. Boy, did Uniontown need that, and they got it from Isaiah Melvin. So still a little life here for the Red Raiders. Down 5 at 63-58. 52 seconds left here in overtime. Another timeout. This will be a 30. We'll step aside for a quick 30 as well here on WMBS on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The Hartford
7.
Going on now, drive away in a 2020 Chevy Trax for only $99 a month at C. Harper Chevy.
The best price every time, all the time. It's just that easy.
Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease to GMS for well-qualified individuals. 24 months and 10,000 miles per year with $2,999 cash trade. Must have lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. While supplies last. Sale ends March 2nd, 2020. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000 or visit charperchevy.com.
Brian Rozak, Steve Subrick back here at Canon Mac. So Isaiah Melvin's 3, his second made 3 of the game, giving him 9 points. Gives the Red Raiders a little bit of life, but not much. Still down 5. Blackhawk with the basketball. 52.7 left here in the first overtime.
Well, they need a turnover, and if they don't get the turnover right away, they got a foul. And you know, even if they keep making their free throws, we got to trade 2 for 3 if we can. But you know, you got a chance for a turnover.
Morello to bounce it in. Heckathorn on the far side, trying to dance around Melvin, and Heckathorn fouled there by Isaiah. Is that it for Isaiah?
Yes. Why wouldn't we put someone else in the game to foul?
I agree. I was surprised to have him in that situation.
You know you're going to foul.
That's his 5th.
That's a tactical error there. I would think. You could have easily put Lewis in there, and you know you're going to foul right away. And then you get Melvin back in for offense.
Might that be the last time we see Isaiah Melvin in a Uniontown basketball uniform? First of 2 free throws good for Ryan Heckathorn, and Blackhawk 7 of 9 here in the overtime from the foul line. Make it 8 of 10. They send in another one.
And if we made that free throw to make it a 4-point game, it's a whole different story, isn't it?
DeShields coming back, got fouled on the drive. 65-58 Blackhawk, 43 seconds left here in overtime. 2 free throws upcoming for Billy DeShields, who's 2 of 4 from the free throw line.
Fedison, that should be the 5th
They
foul.
had 4 on Heckathorn, so they posted.
Oh, okay.
First of 2 for Billy DeShields, good here. Gives Billy 15 points. Second of 2 free throws. No good, rattled out. Darno another rebound underneath there for Blackhawk. Sends it off to Borello, who's fouled there by Bryant Grady. So Blackhawk a 6-point lead, 38.9 seconds left here in the first overtime session. And going back over the final minute of regulation into the overtime session, this game has swung back in Blackhawks' direction, and the Red Raiders have been unable to sustain any momentum back in their direction. First of 2 from Borello, good here at the line. Blackhawk continues to make free throws. They're 9 of 11 from the foul line here in overtime. And now Borello's second, good again. Borello with 14 points. Lead back up to 8. Robinson out of his own zone, forward to Billy DeShields. Long 3 here. Not even close. Offensive rebound. Keandre DeShields scores on the putback. First 2 of the game for Keandre come here in the overtime session. 67-61. Now a timeout taken here by Blackhawk with 25 seconds left here in overtime. Blackhawks lead at 6. We're back in 30 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Day on WMBS and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Jimmy John's is your go-to spot in Uniontown for fast, fresh, tasty subs. Visit Jimmy John's at 152 Walnut Hill Road today or online at jimmyjohns.com.
Have to thank our video stream sponsor today, Freaky Fast, Freaky Good. Jimmy John's is your go-to spot in Uniontown for fast, fresh, and tasty subs. Visit Jimmy John's at 152 Walnut Hill Road today. So Uniontown down 6, 67-61, 25 seconds left here in the overtime session.
They've outscored us 12-6 in overtime.
Game was tied at 55 at the end of regulation. Borello to trigger it in. Robinson watching the trigger man. Send it on the far side to Heckathorn, who's double teamed and fouled. And Heckathorn has been earning his money at the foul line here, Steve. 4-4 in the overtime session. Also made a free throw back in the fourth quarter as well for an and one. So 5 of 5 for the game. He'll get 2 here again with a Blackhawk lead at 6. First of 2 free throws good for Ryan Heckathorn. He has 19. Yeah, the only way the Uniontown season will continue, Steve, is if Blackhawk wins the WPIAL championship. Based on the WPIAL's follow the winner system, Heckathorn makes both free throws, and now the folks getting up for good, making their way out. Richardson for 3 from the near wing, well off the mark. Billy DeShields on the backside, keeps it alive, out to Keandre. 3 on the way, again off the side of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, Grady finds it, floats it back up, another miss. Grady another effort and gets that one to go. So Grady now with 13. Uniontown, I think, out of timeouts right now as well. We'll go into Darno, and that'll do it. The Blackhawk Cougars rallying back for a 69-63 overtime win over Uniontown. And Steve, the Red Raiders have lost 3 games on the season. All 3 of Uniontown's losses have come in overtime to Penn Trafford, Laurel Highlands, and here today against the Blackhawk Cougars. So Blackhawk advances to the WPIAL semifinals coming up on Wednesday. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Good time, good food at Potter's Bar and Grill. 69-63 Blackhawk. We're back to tell you all about it right after this on WMBS and on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
How far would you go to find some of the most advanced physical, occupational, and speech therapy? You won't have to go far when you choose UPMC Centers for Rehab Services in Uniontown on Wayland Smith Drive. Jim Burns, a lifelong Fayette County resident, and his staff have been serving Uniontown and the surrounding communities for over 20 years, providing physical, occupational, speech, hand, balance, and neurological rehabilitation. You can schedule an appointment by direct access or with a physician referral by calling UPMC Centers for Rehab Services Uniontown at 724-437-7500.
If you're shooting for a new home for your growing family or an open floor plan is scoring points with you, then completing a mortgage pre-qualification or applying for a mortgage loan in person or online at firstfederalofgreen.com is a slam dunk. You can count on First Federal for an assist. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, voted one of the best mortgage lenders and given a 5-star bank award by Bauer Financial. NMLS 458729, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Magisterial District Judges Nathan Henning and Jennifer Jeffries extend their best wishes to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all of our local teams in the WPIAL playoffs. District Judges Jennifer Jeffries and Nathan Henning recognize that a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Mustangs from District Judges Nathan Henning and Jennifer Jeffries. Lee's Plumbing and Excavating does residential and commercial indoor and outdoor plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, paving, concrete, and excavation site work. Call 724-245-2950 Monday through Friday for your quote. Building a new home? Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. They do maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Lee's Plumbing and Excavating would like to thank their customers for trusting them for the past 30 years. 724-245-2950 for Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Ryan Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at Canon Mac. Got our post-game show brought to you by Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Blackhawk rallying back to defeat Uniontown in overtime, 69-63. The Red Raiders season likely over unless Blackhawk wins the WPIAL championship at 20-3. That'll end a terrific high school career for a group of seniors: Bryant Grady, Jameer Richardson, Ray Robinson, Billy DeShields, Isaiah Melvin, Javon Davis in that group as well, along with Josh Braxton, another Red Raiders senior. Blackhawk advances to the semifinals. Coming up on Wednesday, Steve, as your final stats, they're brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy. Peachin's Pharmacy, they moved to downtown Connellsville. The downtown Connellsville Peachin Market, same hours and free prescription delivery. Steve?
Okay, for the Red Raiders, Keandre DeShields finishes with just 2 points. Bryant Grady, nice game with 13. Jameer Richardson with 12. Ray Robinson with 12. Billy DeShields with 15. And Melvin with 9. They scored 13 in the first, 8 in the second, 24 in the third, 10 in the fourth, and just 8 in the overtime period. 63 for the ball game. For the Blackhawk Cougars, Borello finishes with 14 points. Mikey Hicksonball with 2. McClymans with 11. Heckathorn with 20. Fedison with 10. And Darno with 12. They scored 18 in the first, 13 in the second, 14 in the third, 16 in the fourth, and 14 in the overtime to win it 69-63.
Of course, Steve, coming up on Tuesday, another C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs in the WPIAL semifinals, and we'll have their semifinal round game over TJ here on WMBS and on the Triple I High School Sports Network. And we'll also have a live video stream of Tuesday's game as well. Still don't have a site and time for that one, but stay tuned to WMBS. Also, you can check out our WMBS Facebook page or follow me on Twitter, and we'll post where and when that game's going to be. But we'll have it both online and on the air for you coming up on Tuesday night. And certainly a tough end here, Steve, for Uniontown after the long bye. You hate to see this group of seniors go out like that.
Yeah, they had a 7-point lead with 3 minutes left, and we lost. So that's pretty tough. I mean, we tried to kind of hold the ball a little bit, but they just, they took some really bad shots. Would have been better. They were aggressive in that third quarter, and they lost that in the fourth quarter. They kind of pulled it back out. They played a little slower game, and I thought it kind of changed momentum.
How many times does that happen, though? You play complacent, and it comes back to get you, no matter what the sport is.
Yeah, I mean,
we see that all the time.
You were kind of throttling them. You went from 4 down to 7 up in the span of that third quarter, and you had them by the throat, and you just didn't go for the kill shot. And you can see why they would probably pull it back. But boy, when you have the momentum like that, you got to go in for the kill, because especially against a 3-point shooting team, you never know. They hit a couple threes, they get a couple, then we get tight, and all of a sudden it's a ball game. And that's a tough one. It's going to be a long ride back to Uniontown for those kids. That's really, you feel bad for them. And that's a tough way to go out.
For sure. 69-63 your final in overtime for Steve Subrick, Billy Dice behind the camera here on the Triple I High School Sports Network and on Facebook. Nick Barczyk back at our Uniontown Hospital studio. This is Brian Morozak. You have yourselves a pleasant day. Your final score in overtime: Blackhawk 69 and Uniontown 63. So long, everybody, from Ken and Mac.
You have been listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School